This is the most important afterplan position to take as a CT on A side of Mirage, and it is what I consider a god spot. Now, a god spot is a spot where in a 2v1 as a CT, you will always be winning the duel on the final T, so long as your teammate full defuses the bomb. This is because a god spot is able to either trade the T who is peeking your teammate, or it's able to isolate the T in a position where he cannot leave, and you will always have an advantageous 1v1 fight. To more easily understand how the 2v1 works for the CTs when the bomb is down, I have a keyword which is worm. Worm is a keyword that me and previous teams have used to explain a 2-on-1 situation where one CT will full defuse the bomb until death basically, and the other CT will on purpose be baiting his teammate to the point of his death to either trade the remaining T or isolate the remaining T in a position where the CT has the advantage. Now, it doesn't really matter where the bomb is planted. The most common after plant spots, or like bomb plant spots, is default, inside firebox, front default, mid, and front triple. Now, no matter where the T's are positioned, I've tried to represent them as spots. We have Noob Corner, we have Shadow, we have A House, we have Sandwich, we have Tetris, we have Slope, and we in fact even also have the late mid lurk. Now, you can imagine if someone comes out of Noob Corner wanting to kill these diffusing CTs and they decide to tuck back in, well now, I as a CT from stairs have full information of the T's whereabouts. It means if I have utility, like a Molotov, I can Molotov and flush this guy out, and no matter what, I can decide which fight I take, and if the T refuses to peek, I can simply spam and kill him on Noob Corner. This is an example of a position getting isolated to give the CT the advantage. Now, if we as CTs, instead of worming our teammate, just fake defuse the bomb and the T refuses to peek, well, we are not gaining a whole lot, and the timer is just running down, which is why a lot of the time the best way to play a 2v1 afterplant situation as CT is by one full defusing and the other one trading or isolating. Now let's go through every position and talk about which positions are trade positions and which positions are isolation positions. So Noob Corner is a position where if the T shows where he is, he's now isolated and unable to leave this area until the CT decides to take the fight. Another of these positions is Shadow, because when the T gets contact on the CT teammate, well now from stairs I know that the T is going to be Shadow, so I will simply run over and take the fight and kill him, maybe even wallbang a little bit, whatever I feel like. Another of these positions is Sandwich, where as a CT, if I'm stairs, I'm able to come up and immediately go and trade this position. The same can be said about Tetris, which is a position where when this T kills my teammate, well, I from stairs can decide to either jump across and kill him like so, or I can go down the stairs and wide swing and have advantageous fights where the T is locked in a corner with limited space to move. Now, we've covered the isolation positions, but I also want to cover why it makes sense to play stairs against the positions that need to be traded. A big thank you to CSGOEmpire for sponsoring this video. CSGOEmpire has 0% fees on their peer-to-peer trading marketplace, an auction system to help you pick up the best deals, and 0 wager requirements. CSGOEmpire also supports sports betting and has a huge selection of betting markets with the highest odds. Withdrawing your money is both fast and convenient, plus their 24/7 customer support is ready to help with any issues you may run into. Help support me as a creator and get up to $1,500 on sign up for free using the code EMPIRE. If the T is playing in A house, if he wants to deny the bomb being defused, well, he will always have to open himself up to stairs before he opens himself up to killing the bomb diffuser. Now, if I as a CT am standing stairs and waiting for my teammate to get contact, when the T swings out of palace to kill my guy on the side, I will always be able to have an advantageous fight on the T, as after getting this kill, he will always be visible to stairs much longer than he will to side, which is why as he's falling back, I from stairs am in a perfect position to trade. Now, this same thing can be said about Slope, where if the T decides to peek the bomb plants inside firebox, front triple, mid plant, front default, no matter what, he will always go out in the open, and it allows me from stairs to swing up and trade this position, or At worst, if the T decides to kill and move over to Tetris, well, now we have him in the same isolated position that we talked about earlier. The same can somewhat be said about mid, where if the T is late mid lurking, well, if he is very late, it means the full stick on the defuse might just give us the round straight away. But in the event that it doesn't, this is still a position where if he has to peek the mid bomb plant and kill, I, from stairs, if I am quick enough, have a very good chance to trade or chase down the guy either left side or right side mid. This is why stairs is the most important afterplan position to take as a CT and is considered a god spot in my book. In the event that you are 2 CTs retaking from the CT area of the map, I want to provide an alternative that isn't quite as strong but is also quite good. If your teammate is full sticking the bomb and you are worming your teammate, well, taking the position behind firebox and full committing to holding mid can be also a very good opportunity. This is because if the mid player comes, you have a very good fight against him, and it allows you still to swing left side to trade slope, left side to trade a house. If the guy is shadow, he's isolated. If he's sandwich, he's isolated. Tetris isolated, and noob corner isolated. This again puts you in a position where you are able to worm your teammate, you are able to either trade or isolate. The reason why this position isn't quite as good is simply because trading slope and trading palace is more difficult, since you will have to get the right timing to peek on slope or palace, as stairs is a position they are open to for much longer than firebox, and this is exactly the reason why stairs is the most important afterplan position to take on A side of Mirage. Thank you for watching.